Today I'm going to show you how to make delicious, amazing, easy chaat masala hash browns. Come on, let's go. So I start with one russet potato. I peel it and then I basically grate it. It's really that simple. This is literally how much you can get from simply one potato. So do not underestimate how much amazing, delicious hash brown you're gonna get. It is so fulfilling and so delicious and really incredibly as simple as grating your potato. Now, one trick is obviously you wanna grate it just before you're gonna use it, because as your potato sits, it starts to oxidize and get a little brown, pinkish brown. You don't want that. So you want to try to use it right away. So simply grate down your potato. Now we're going to grab a pan. It's nice and wide, a little heavier, and we're going to heat that up on medium-high heat. I want some oil in here. I actually use coconut oil. There you go, 2 teaspoons. I like oil just because it'll crisp up your potatoes. And remember, we're cooking from raw. I prefer that. Some hash browns are cooked from boiled potatoes. I'm not as big of a fan of those. I love the raw potato texture. And then we're just gonna go ahead and once it's nice and warm, hear the sizzle, put our potato in here. You could use any high smoke point vegetable oil if you would like. Very easy to do. And I'm just pushing this down so it cooks more evenly and cooks through the middle. And I always want it to be a little thinner on the edges so that I can get crisp, beautiful bites of potato on the edges. I'm going to grab that last bit. See how it's already turning a little brown? You want to avoid that. That's why I want to use my grated potato as quickly as possible. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a lid on this. I don't have an actual lid for this pan, so I just use another pan the same size. I flip it. And then I literally will let this sit for a couple minutes, spice it, and then flip it. All right, I have cooked this about 4 minutes with the lid on a medium, low to medium heat. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. You're gonna see some moisture. I want that just to kind of go back in there. And then let's put that lid over there. And look how beautifully crispy the edges are. It is sizzling. And now I just want to spice it. You can use anything you want to spice. I'm gonna use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There we go. Well, it doesn't need that much. So 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is the side that's facing up before we've flipped it. And then I want some chaat masala. Chaat masala is our amazing, delicious street blend. And it is delicious on potatoes. I want a 1/2 teaspoon of that. And then I'm just going to flip. What's interesting, right? I promised you that this is going to pull together, even though there is no egg in here, there's no flour in the potato. The starch just basically holds it together. Look at this. And I like the spice on the one side because I don't want it hindering the other side because it's so beautifully browned. I want that spice on the bottom. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just gonna let it sit again for about 3 to 4 minutes covered. Here we go. Let's take a look and see what this looks like in here. And I'm not gonna lie, my mouth is watering. It looks so good. And look how beautifully it crisped up. And look how easily it pulled together. You didn't need any binders or anything, honestly. That's what I find interesting about experimenting with different ingredients. You're gonna see sometimes how simply you can make things and they all taste great and you don't have those added layers of calories, fat, and whatever it is. You can add all of that. If you love sour cream, add a dollop on here, but that's your choice to do later. The point is, this is gonna be delicious the way it is. Let's just take a look at the other side. That's the side with the chaat masala. I often like to keep it just as a surprise for my guest and for my family, and I serve this just like this. So I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna put it on a plate, and voila! This is my chaat masala hash browns. So simple, so easy to eat, and super addictive. Enjoy, folks. Stay spicy.